everybody, it's Mel. Thank you so much for joining me today for a Christmas haul. So it is a Christmas haul as opposed to a Christmas book haul because I did get some other things that weren't books. But I know you're all here for the books, so I'm going to start off with those. Many of these were presents from subscribers and BookTube friends, so thank you all so very, very much. And the first of these was from the lovely Amy over at Ducky Reads on Instagram, and it is The Lovers by Yumna Kasab. Don't know a huge amount about this one, but I think it's a stunning cover. I believe it is literary fiction, but let's see what the blurb has to say. What happens when we become used to each other? When we become bored? When we anticipate each other's moods like the seasons cycled in a day? What happens when you are tired of me and I tire of you? Every couple has a story. How they met, how they fell in love, their ups, their downs. This is the story of Jamila and Amir. What made them want to be in each other's arms day and night? It is also the story of how they fought, how they made up, the struggle of family expectations, the need to please each other, the desire to go their separate ways. Every couple has a beginning, a middle, and maybe an end. I think it just sounds absolutely beautiful. I think it's potentially going to be heartrending, but also really lovely. And yeah, I'm really excited to dive in and see what I think of this one. So thank you so much, Amy. Next up is a book that was sent to me by a Secret Santa. I don't actually know who the Secret Santa was, but thank you so much, Bethany from Beautiful Book Witch Bethany, for organising this as part of your Patreon. And thank you so much, my Secret Santa, for sending me this book. And the book is White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. This is a young adult horror from what I understand. But yeah, again, we'll see what the blurb has to say. You won't be staying here long. I'll make very sure of that. Marigold is running from ghosts. A move with her newly blended family from California to the embattled Midwestern city of Cedarville might be the fresh start she needs. Her mom's new job at the Sterling Foundation comes with a free house, one that Mari now has to share with her bratty 10-year-old stepsister, Piper. The renowned picture-perfect home on Maple Street, sitting between dilapidated houses, has its secrets. Household items vanish, doors open on their own, lights turn off, shadows walk past rooms, voices can be heard in the walls, and there's a foul smell seeping through the vents. Worse, Piper keeps talking about a friend who wants Mari gone. But it's just not Maple Street. All of Cedarville has its secrets, and secrets always find their way through the cracks. I've heard really fantastic things about Tiffany D. Jackson's books, so I'm very excited to dive in and see what I think of this one. Again, stunning cover. Then we have a book that was given to me by my sister, and I believe that she just saw it and thought it looked interesting. This is A Diary of a Good Christian Girl by Jules Green. Not my normal thing, but I'm willing to give it a shot. So this one says, good Christian girls are friendly. Good Christian girls obey authority. Good Christian girls are happy. Except when they're not. This is the story of my life, how I've had a beautiful upbringing with a great family, but also how I've suffered abuse at the hands of boyfriends and youth leaders, and how I've endured dangerous false teaching and sexism in the church. This is the story of how I'm overcoming it all through my faith. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to make of this book. It's very much outside of my normal comfort zone, but I am trying to branch out, so it could be quite interesting. But yeah, that one was from my sister, so thank you very much. The next book came without a gift note, so if it was from you, please let me know because I really want to be able to thank you properly. But that book is Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. This is a very small little book, and again, I think it's a stunning cover. This, I believe, is a literary fiction. Again, I'll read the blurb to you and we'll see. It is 1985 in an Irish town. During the weeks leading up to Christmas, Bill Furlong, a coal and timber merchant, faces his busiest season. As he goes round the houses making deliveries, he feels the past rising up to meet him and encounters the complicit silences of a small community controlled by the church. Sounds like it could even go along with the Diary of a Christian Girl. But yeah, I'm excited to see what I think of this one as well. I've heard fantastic things about Claire Keegan's writing. The next book was given to me by my friend Michelle. Thank you so much, Michelle. And she decided to get me Starling House by Alex E. Harrow. You guys know that both times I have read from Alex E. Harrow, I have put those books on favourites of the year list. So I'm super keen to get to this one. It looks beautiful and sounds fantastic. So it says, step into Starling House if you dare. Nobody in Eden remembers when Starling House was built, but the town agrees it's best to let this ill-omened house and its last lonely heir go to hell. Opal knows better than to mess with haunted houses or brooding men. But when an opportunity to work there arises, the money might get her brother out of Eden. Starling House is uncanny and full of secrets, like Arthur, its heir. It also feels strangely, dangerously like something she's never had. A home. Yet Opal isn't the only one interested in the horrors and wonders that lie beneath it. And when dark forces converge on Eden, Opal realises that if she wants a home, she'll have to fight for it. She may even have to go deep down beneath Starling House to claw her way back into the light. I want to read that right now. It sounds amazing. The next book was given to me by my friend Dave, so thank you so much, Dave. And it is a chunker. It's this one here, The Tale of Genji by Murasaki Shigebu. Look at the size of it. It's 1,000 and something pages long. 1,090 pages long with tiny, tiny writing. Paper thin, Bible thin pages. So I'm not sure if Dave is giving me a present or trying to kill me. But anyway, it does sound really interesting though. It is a literary fiction from Japan, so it's translated as well. And it says, The Tale of Genji has long been considered Japan's greatest work of literature and one of the world's greatest novels. Written in the early years of the 11th century by the court lady Murasaki Shigebu, the very long romance, spanning 54 chapters, first captured the attention of Western readers when Arthur Waley's translation, now a classic in its own right, revealed an unsuspected world of elegance and romance centering around court life in 10th century Japan. This masterly translation by Edward G. Seidensticker, first published in 1976 with an informative introduction, does not attempt to supplant Waley's, but rather to reflect with more accuracy and with less elaboration the work that Lady Murasaki actually created, while in the service of the Empress Akiko, in the first decade of the 11th century. It contains innumerable interesting and delightful revelations about Lady Murasaki's own story of the life and loves of the main hero, and the idealized prince known as the Shining Genji, and other characters about court life of Heian, Japan. It sounds really interesting. It sounds like it's going to be fantastic. I think it's probably going to be something I might work on throughout 2024 rather than trying to read this chunky, tiny writing, dense, translated literary Japanese fiction, but I'm really grateful because it does sound really interesting. The final book that I received for Christmas was A Study in Drowning by Ava Reid. This one I actually got today and it was sent to me by the lovely Paige from Pages with Paige. Thank you so much, Paige. I absolutely am so excited about this book. It looks stunning. And I've heard really good things about Ava Reid and this book. It says, Effie has always believed in fairy tales. She's had no choice. Since childhood, she's been haunted by visions of the Fairy King and found solace only in the pages of Angharad, Emery Meridan's beloved epic about a mortal girl who falls in love with the Fairy King and then destroys him. Effie's tattered copy is all that's keeping her afloat through her stifling first term at her prestigious architecture college. So when the late author's family announces a contest to redesign his house, Effie feels certain this is her destiny. But Heareth Manor is an impossible task, a musty, decrepit estate on the brink of crumbling into a hungry sea. And when Effie arrives, she finds she isn't the only one who's made a temporary home there. Preston Hillary, a stodgy young literature scholar, is studying Meridan's papers and is determined to prove her favourite author is a fraud. As the two rival students investigate the reclusive author's legacy, piecing together clues through his letters, books, and diaries, they discover that the house's foundation isn't the only thing that can't be trusted. There are dark forces, both mortal and magical, conspiring against them, and the truth may bring them both to ruin. Another one that sounds absolutely fantastic. Plus, a book about books. Who doesn't love that? I do also have three other books to show you, but they were presents from me to Rowan, so they don't really count, but they're on my TBR, if that makes sense. And they are just up here. They should be on the TBR shelf, but that's neither here nor there. So Rowan bought himself from the airport because he needed a book to read a while ago, Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, and he loved it. And then, so for Christmas, I bought him The Golden Enclaves and The Last Graduate by Naomi Novik. These are magic school stories. That's basically what I know. The first book, on the back it says, "Enter a school of magic unlike any you have ever encountered. There are no teachers, no holidays, friendships are purely strategic, and the odds of survival are never equal. Once you're inside, there are only two ways out. You graduate or you die." Elle Higgins is uniquely prepared for the school's many dangers. She may be without allies, but she possesses a dark power strong enough to level mountains and wipe out untold millions. Never mind easily destroy the countless monsters that prowl the school. Except she might accidentally kill all the other students too, so Elle is trying her hardest not to use it. That is, unless she has no other choice. I've heard amazing things about Naomi Novik's writing style, and Rowan really enjoyed the first one, so I'm hoping we both really enjoy all three. Moving on to the non-bookish presents that I received at Christmas. The first one that the first two that I want to show you are these earrings. My sister actually made these for me, and I think they're absolutely stunning. They kind of look like plums, but I love them. They're the perfect colour for me, and they're just so beautiful. So thank you so much for making them for me. And then my parents bought me this gorgeous necklace, which I absolutely adore, and yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And they also got me these two bags, which are stunning as well, and they go together and they have a beautiful picture on them, and I'm very keen to use them, although I went shopping the other day for groceries and didn't use them because they're too pretty for groceries, but definitely I'll use them at some point. Oh, I forgot about the first wing that my friend Alison sent me, and she also sent me a couple of pairs of absolutely gorgeous earrings as well. I forgot to go and grab them, so I will insert pictures of them here. Aren't they gorgeous? But yeah, that is my Christmas haul. Please comment any thoughts that you have on anything that I received. Have you read any of the books that I received? What did you think of them? Yes, I also, like I said, forgot that she also sent me Fourth Wing. We've read it together. So anyway, if you would like to leave me a comment but you don't know what, then leave me some kind of Christmas emoji, because these were all Christmas presents. All of my social media details are listed in the description below, so if you'd like to go and follow me on any of those other platforms, please feel free to do so. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, like I said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.